and welcome to Scott's Garage. Today is a fun day. We're starting a new project, and the new project is a ukulele kit. It's the kit 5351. It's the smallest ukulele, a soprano size, and we're going to put this together. I do have a little bit of experience with putting together musical instruments. One of the first woodworking projects I did probably 20 years ago is from my woodworking magazine. They had an ad in the back for guitars. So they had a nylon string acoustic guitar kit that I bought and I put it together. And I've had that ever since. And I play it from time to time, although I'm a lot better at building the guitars than playing them. So playing guitars is not something that comes naturally to me, even though I have worked at it and tried, but it's just not something that is going to be something that I'm going to be able to be good at. But undeterred, I bought a ukulele. I thought this would be fun to kind of play with and have sitting around and bring camping, and it would fit in the van probably pretty easy. So I think what we're going to do is open the box, see what's in the box, and get started. One of my most fun stories about my nylon string acoustic guitar is after I built it, I thought, oh, I should learn to play it. So I went to the local college and took a night class for beginning guitar. And the instructor, like the second or third day, was walking around to all the students, and he was looking at their different guitars, kind of seeing, what kind of guitars they bought and what they brought, and whether people had expensive ones or cheap ones or whatnot. And he came to mine, and he said, "You don't have any." He's like, "Who made this guitar? There's no sticker in the back because down inside there's always the label of the maker, whether it be Fender or Yamaha or whatever." And he didn't. There was no sticker on there, and I said, "Well, yeah, that's because I made it." And he was like, "Everybody, this student made this guitar," and he held it up in the in the class and made a big deal about it. And I thought that was kind of cool. And I think he was pretty impressed that I made it, but he was not very impressed with my guitar playing, with me playing it. But we can't be all good at everything. So anyway, that was kind of fun because it's fun to have a guitar that doesn't have any maker mark on the inside because the maker was me. Okay, so inside we have lots of little pieces. Okay, all kinds of different pieces. Hardware, strings. Looks like some strings. Usually the strings that come with these kits are not the best, but what are you going to do? Let's unwrap that in a minute. Fretboard. That's nice. Looks like maybe black walnut. And some rubber bands. I assume this is to hold together during assembly. And then you have some body pieces. I don't know what mahogany. This almost looks like mahogany to me. And gluing that together like that. And then, oh, what do we have here? Wow, this is really pretty. Okay, so we have a front and a back. This would be inside, this is the outside. And the inside, looks like it's not quite nice finish, but the outside sure is nice. Those are beautiful. Let's just set this stuff out over here. And, oh, wow, this is a springy metal. Oh, these are the frets. You have to cut the frets and put them in. All right. Okay, and then a booklet. Okay. I love how they, like, all the different types of wood that go into making a musical instrument are all for a reason, because they all make different sounds and they all have different tone qualities that I think are pretty neat. Puzzle station zebra, futon, surfboard table, And back in the corner, there she is, my nylon string acoustic guitar. You can see that there's no maker's mark in there, and it's totally out of tune. Has a really big neck. I think you'd need pretty big hands to play this thing. And I have some, you can pull out the picks, a little pick holder, pick guard there with this little detail. I remember putting that. It's a little dusty. You can see I even had to figure out how to tie the strings because they don't have, nylon strings don't have ends on them, and figure out how to tune it. And that is the my old guitar. So after cutting out the template, I taped it on to the inside of the back. This is the back and this is the inside. And then I went around with this little tweezers and I just made a poke, like just so I could know where to locate. So I'm working on the gray, the back braces. Now that I have all the little marks made, I can take this off. And once I peel that off, that can go over here. And then what I can do is just find my little marks. Nice though. And then just line up my dots. Then one of the hardest things that I found about kind of getting started with this was figuring out which braces go where. And I mean, I figured it out, but it could have been clearer. I watched the video and in the directions and everything, it's all a little bit vague. But what I figured is there's 3 of these braces that are the same height, and so those should go on the back. And then these 2 that are taller, if you look at, it's like taller. So I said the top gets 2 brackets, so the taller one should be that. So they're all the same height, I guess. It doesn't really say. The other thing I did was put a mark right in the center because these are not really the right length. I don't know if you'd have to trim these. I think the top is supposed to go around it. And then these are almost the same length, but they're not really. And then it doesn't really fit with, like that one. Like, what do we have? Okay, so this is, let's see. That's the shorter one, that's the longer one. Let's say the middle measurement. I'll do middle. 5 1/4, and this one is 5 1/4. So they're exactly, I don't know. These 2 are exactly really the same length, but yet these brackets are different size. So which one goes where? I don't know. It wasn't really clear with the video or these instructions. So I mean, I just like things to be a little bit more clear than that. And these instructions are for 4 different sizes of, so I don't know. Maybe I'm being nitpicky. But let's see which one fits better here. And then the way they do it is you can use like a tape method, and you tape, and then you put glue, just really a light thing of glue. And so let's do that now. And I'm doing the thing that they showed in the video where I kind of cut this into point. So it looks like the line is a little bit bigger than the lines kind of are a little bit wider than this piece. And then they tell you, okay, to like to do a test. So I put the glue on. I spread it with my stupid brush that I messed up, and then I clamp it with this stupid clamp. It doesn't really work very good. Oh god, this is such a disaster. You know what I think I might do is I might try to do what they're talking about. Like clamp it to a piece of wood that's sticking out. Let me work on that because it seems a little difficult to hold all these things at the same time. Okay. So now I have a board to work on. Put that on. Put that on there. Hey, this is pretty cool. I like it. Certainly makes it a lot easier to work on. Huh. Okay. Neat. Alright, so maybe I can even glue this one on too. That looks pretty nice. Okay, so I have a new bottle of Type Bond 3. I'm trying to do like less is more. Less is more. More is less. Before I'm all done. And then I just set this right on there. And maybe this guy here like this. So, tech tip, don't wrap your tape all the way around it. I feel like I'm scratching the front. This underside is the front, and I feel like I'm scratching the crap out of it. My fingernail. Maybe back over here like this would be good. I don't know what the big deal is with having a bead of glue there. They were like, oh yeah, you have to come off and come back and take off the glue. And I'm kind of like, why? What for? So that is their way of doing it. I think I'm just going to do it my own way. Because I think if I put this here, and then I don't really need something there if I was to clamp it kind of like here and there on the other side, I think that would be plenty. You don't need 3 clamps. Like if it contacted like here and here, that's going to be fine. And why put it on that thing? Why not put the glue on here? This seems much easier. And if I just came back with a paper towel, I mean, I'm not even that worried about the glue. A little bit of glue in there. Yeah, neat. Okay, I like that. That seems much easier. So now I guess I could do this one too, right? Just come back and I had a couple of clamps, and I can even use really long ones. It doesn't matter. All right, so I just put this on. I put the glue on with my finger, and I think that's going to be fine. And they said 45 minutes. Boy, this board is really sturdy. This is nice. I like it. Some time has passed. It's been a few hours. They said you could wait half hour to 45 minutes, but it's probably been about 3 or 4 hours. So I think we're going to be good to go. And I think we can probably take all these off and kind of see how we did. I really like this sort of diving board thing protruding out here. I think that really works good. And let's see. Wow, that looks really nice. And it's much, much stronger now. It's amazing putting those little things on there. Adds so much strength. Okay, so now let's just repeat the process with the top. Making sure that the good side is down. I don't know, maybe I'm being too nitpicky. All right, let's not get bogged down in that. Okay, so if I just take my things here and I'll just put a dot maybe in the four corners for the bridge plate. I'm gonna pull this back. Whoa. That's not as easy as on the other one. Where did it go? So I don't know. I can't see the dots. Okay, so I have a safety pin, and I'm kind of wiggling it around a little bit. Like this. You can kind of feel the pencil sort of fall into the groove. That's about all I got at this point. Going by feel. If I crease this there, that's somewhat in the ballpark. Let me crease this one here. That's more or less, yeah, okay, sure. Yep. Sure, why don't we go with it? Put this one on first. I just put a little bit of glue and just kind of pushed it down. And just a little bit of wiping around to get the excess. Alright, then I'm going to put one clamp here. So that's going to hold this piece down and hold the whole thing onto my fixture. I think I should work from this side out. So, longest one first. I think I'll put that here. I really think it's easier to put it on the piece and to put it on the small piece rather than the big piece. This is getting easier, I think. This is getting easier. So now if I put this in here, and then maybe put a piece of wood across there with something like that, I think that would be great. Okay. Hey, once you kind of get rolling on this, it's actually kind of cool. It's kind of fun. I think it's one of those things where just don't worry too much about it. It's like, it'll be fine. I think I'm wanting to get it exact and do, a really, really, really nice job. And, it's probably not going to be perfect. I should probably try to come to grips with that right now, that this isn't going to be perfect. There. Hey, that's not too bad. All right.